Let's go ahead and make a fresh, creamy, cheesy, delicious chicken recipe that goes great with either potatoes, rice, pasta, whatever you want. It goes great with it. Perfect for the family. More or less one pan, I think, ish, maybe. Let's start cooking. I need chicken. Where is my chicken? There's chicken. Chicken into bag. Why am I going to do this? Because I want to make both chickens roughly the same thickness, so it makes for an even faster cooking process. So I'm gonna go ahead, put it right in the middle. You can use a mallet. When you use one of these, you kind of want to push forward or pull backward as you hit it. If you don't have that, a rolling pin works just fine. Okay. If you don't have one of these, which you should at this point, pan. Okay, simple. Use whatever you have, it's not hard. You want them about the same size. Beauteous. Other one in. Chicken is roughly the same size. Bag of chicken juice out of here. Glove, gone. Probably should have saved the glove. We have flour. To your flour, add salt. Black pepper. There we go. Take your chicken into your flour. Make sure it's breaded up real good or coated really well. Now I'm more or less doing this for two reasons. One, because it does give a slight crisp texture to the outside of the chicken. That's noticeable if you're paying attention. I like it, so there's that. Plus, with the flour being in the pan, it is also going to help thicken the sauce that we are going to use as well. And also just it'll help the speed at which the sauce will thicken instead of just letting it sit there to reduce to thicken. So just what I'm doing. If you don't want to do it, don't do the flour and just skip this step. I kind of jumped ahead of myself because I already had this stuff ready to make for a faster video. I am going to use some chopped up garlic and shallots. I'm also going to use baby spinach. On my spinach, what I did is I take off the stems, just like so, because I don't like to chew on them that well. They're not that great. So I have that. Obviously, I've got my salt and pepper, and we are going to be using sun-dried tomatoes, because it's Tuscan chicken, so the tomatoes and the spinach equal Tuscan chicken. So make sure you have this stuff ready, because once you start cooking, it just makes everything easier for you. So let's get this pan going. We have our pan heating to a medium-high heat. To the pan, we're going to add olive oil. Allow this to heat up nicely. Chicken. In. Now on this, you don't want this heat just blaring hot. It's going to burn your flour. It's going to burn your oil. Medium high, and just be patient and allow the heat and the oil to do its work. All right, when you see that you've got a beautiful, nice crust underneath, flip your chicken over and allow that just to cook for a couple minutes on this side. All right, our chickens are nice and golden brown on the tops and the bottoms. They are not fully cooked at this point. They are halfway cooked. So we're gonna pull these off. Now I wanna turn this heat down. Now I wanna go ahead and add a little bit more olive oil to the pan. And then I'm gonna go in with shallots. Perfect. Now I'm gonna go in with garlic, spinach. Obviously it's washed, so we have a little bit of water in there. It is okay. Help deglaze. sun-dried tomatoes. Allow that to cook down. Let the spinach break down so some of that water evaporates. Oh, that smells delish. To this, we're gonna go in with some heavy cream. Yes. Well, I'm splashing everywhere. Make sure you really scrape that little crispy nibbles off the bottom of the pan now. Make sure it's all comes off. Salt. Decent amount of salt. Black pepper. Stir this up. Gonna take our chicken, nestle it nicely into the sauce. Pour the extra juice back in there from the chicken. Get this stuff all around here. Bang on the pan, show your dominance in the kitchen. Okay. And if you have a lid, you can go ahead by all means and throw that on there. I don't have a lid for this pan, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up to a slow simmer and just allow this to cook. In a few minutes, I'll go ahead and flip these chickens over, let it finish off cooking, and then we're gonna eat. Beautiful. All right. Our chicken is done. So now what I'm gonna do, before I dump my sauce, obviously love Asiago cheese if you've watched any of these videos. If you wanna use Parmesan, you're more than welcome to do that, but I love the Asiago. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna immediately put a bunch of this Asiago into the sauce. You can go ahead and do this prior, but I really don't have to pay attention too much to it for the sauce to break. So by doing it like this, it's gonna definitely help the sauce from not breaking because I'm not into broken sauces. Stir this up, turn my heat off. Obviously it's gonna start to thicken even more. This is beautiful. Obviously it always taste. Yes! That, I don't need that anymore. I'm gonna go a little bit more Asiago for sure. Perfect. Always some spinach. Extra sauce. Look good. All right. Obviously, we need to try this. This is just plated up. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, there's still sauce left over because this is just for the picture and the tasting. Over rice, over potatoes, obviously over pasta. If you want to go to cheese heaven, you throw it over some tortellini and delish, okay? Use your imagination. This is fantastic. Let's go ahead and give her a try. Obviously get into, oh yeah. Okay, this is, yeah. If you're into the sun-dried tomatoes and you're into the spinach, this is a no-brainer. The sauce is super clean, super silky. With this Asiago cheese, if you want to go Parmesan, by all means. This is a banger for sure. Everyone in the house is going to love it. Give this a try. We have the recipe always linked down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Have a blessed day. I really should have just made some tortellini or pasta. Yeah. This is absolute delish. Perfection. Yeah. We need some sun-dried tomatoes and spinach. This rabbit food is on par. More. That's it.